I've arrived. Welcome back, God's Not Dead. Anyone who ends up watching, wow. If my voice sounds off, I woke up not feeling too well, and I'm feeling a bit better. Just my voice is very strained, and I'm extremely hot. Like I'm overheating. It's bad, even with air on. So, wow, a little bit of a wind. We're gonna continue on with the main story. We are almost done with sequence 6, which is about halfway. What did we do yesterday? I did all the diving points on my own. So, I ended up getting a lot of these. What are they? They're not maps. The plans. I got a lot more, but I already used them to buy upgrades. And, I am missing like 4 of them, and there's no more diving points. So I'm just really confused where to get the rest of them. But yeah, I got most of them from doing the diving points. I did complete them all. Hey man, Spider-Man No Way Home was an amazing movie. Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad you finally got to see it. That movie is amazing, yeah. But yeah, yesterday I did all the diving points. Unless there's a second part to this map, there's probably not anymore. But like, I'm missing 4 of the map things, so there's got to be some points on the map. I did not see that pop up. Oh my god, I'm going to have to grab those. How many days? 3 days. I'm going to do them on my own. 1, 2... Oh, there's just 2 of them. Just wait until Spider-Man Brand New Day came out. I think this is Simba fans' first time watching No Way Home. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. I've seen every Marvel movie basically day one. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I grew up with the comics. So yeah, no. I probably would have been crying if I never got to saw Spider-Man No Way Home on launch day. Fun fact, if y'all want to hear a cool story, when that movie dropped its tickets, so many people were going crazy because apparently people have already figured out and like that the trailers we were getting were kind of fake and they were being edited. And then obviously anyone who ends up seeing the movie knows Andrew and Toby are in that movie. If you, I guess, were smart enough to realize in the trailers there are points where you could see where they edit those characters out in the trailers, and those are where people were speculating, oh, there's someone in that movie, and then it went into like pictures of Toby being on set, Andrew being on set, and they're like, it's them, and then ultimately leading up to watching the movie, you find out, yes, they were edited out, and it was them. No Way Home is definitely my favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man film. I honestly agree with that, but it's also my favorite Spider-Man film because it honors like all 3 Spider-Man. I loved all the villains in there, and it's what I wanted from a Tom Holland film since Homecoming. Homecoming didn't do it because Iron Man was constantly there. Far From Home was close, but he had like the glasses and stuff that Tony didn't really give it to him. He stole it, but regardless, he had help from Tony in some way in those movies, and I'm like, bro, you're Spider-Man. Just do your own thing. You don't need help. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man. I see. No, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I kind of get tired of hearing everyone say Tobey. Because my not really like vision. So like, everyone has their own perfect fan casting, right? When it comes to a character, more particularly when it's a comic book character. Like, before Robert Pattinson was Batman, a lot of people were like, oh, this guy could be Batman, this could be Batman. They wanted other actors. And when Robert Pattinson was cast, everyone was like, oh, he's going to be shit. Not the Twilight guy, because for some reason, people only saw him in Twilight. I've seen other movies by him. He's a great actor. So when he was cast, I was like, oh, he's going to do a fantastic job. Guess what? He did a fantastic job. I literally put the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, right up there with The Dark Knight. It is better, if not just as good as that movie. I think the only way you might not like the Batman is if you don't like the darker Batman stories, like Gotham by Gaslight, stuff like that, because this is year one. That movie is year one Batman. So he doesn't have all his cool gadgets. He hasn't fought all these big villains. He's new to it. So, like I said, everyone has their own perfect casting for a character when it's from a comic book to a movie or something to a TV show. Everyone always has that fan casting. And unfortunately, and I love Andrew as well, but Andrew wasn't a good fan casting either. And I'll since we're on the subject of Spider-Man, I might as well break down what I determined to be a good fan casting for Spider-Man. No Way Home made me more excited for Brand New Day. It should, because Brand New Day officially, he's not close with. I mean, you should look at some of the trailers. I don't know if you've seen them, but Ned and MJ don't know who he is. They're not like close with him anymore. He literally is alone and stuff like that. I think Mysterio was a perfect villain in Far From Home. Yes, I agree. I don't know about Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, he's a good actor, but I don't know if he played Mysterio the best. He was good. I think there could have been a better actor. He made Spider-Man look like a bad guy and made himself look like the good guy in every right. That's Mysterio's character. He's like that in the comics as well. By the way, I heard Brand New Day will have one post-credit scene for Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if it's just one for Doomsday. But I heard the leaks going around from people who saw it early. I'm not going to mention who saw it early, but they've seen it early already, and then early reviews I think will drop next week. But there are people that have seen it already, and they're barely talking about it, which is good because that they could get in trouble. But they're saying there's two post-credit scenes. So if there's one for Doomsday, then there's one probably for like the next Spider-Man. And the Doomsday one makes sense. So if you don't know the leaks going around for this story, because they're not showing it in the trailers, the main story of that movie is Spider-Man getting the symbiote. Literally. Which is weird, because if you look at the trailers, you're like, oh, it's Spider-Man versus Hulk. There's a mysterious person with shockwaves. If you're anywhere in the fandom, that mysterious character doing the shockwaves, controlling minds, is Jean Grey. We've already debunked that. Like I said, I'm all in the fan base of lore and speculation and figuring stuff out like this. Not just with Marvel, just anything. Before some episodes of The Walking Dead aired, back when they were still airing, a lot of the fan base figured out what was going to happen in the next episode before the episode even aired. Like, people are already talking about Season 3 of Dead City and what's going on. Like, the whole story. The fans are so good at pinpointing and speculating to the point where when we end up watching it, we're right on a lot of accounts. So, the main story of Spider-Man Brand New Day is apparently Spider-Man getting the symbiote. Obviously, he's going to meet some people that's the reason why he goes to the Avengers, right? To help them with what goes on in Doomsday and Secret Wars. But you know, the main story is him getting the symbiote. And Jean Grey is kind of the one behind all these mind controls and stuff. So Scorpion, there's a trailer where Scorpion's like, he's like, you don't need to do this, Scorpion. Scorpion's like, you think I'm Scorpion? He's being controlled. So his mind is being controlled. He's not able to act on his own. Someone is controlling him that isn't Scorpion. So, like, you just gotta watch the breakdowns. I don't want to spoil anyone who doesn't really, like, get into these fan bases who are really good at figuring stuff out like this. I don't want to spoil anyone, but that's the main story, which makes sense because in the comics, in the Secret Wars comics, Spider-Man has the symbiote in that movie. Now, it is confirmed that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not in Doomsday. In fact, the set pieces that they're recording, I don't know if they're done with it, but people have took pictures. The Spider-Man that is on set recording for the movie is not Tom Holland. It's Tobey Maguire. So, and it's being reported that he's gonna get the what is it called? The spider armor, kind of like Tom had with the Iron Man suit, the Iron Spider suit. Well, the comic Iron Spider suit, the red suit with the yellow golden arms, Toby is supposed to get that in Doomsday. So Doomsday is going to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And Secret Wars is Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, our current Spider-Man, and Andrew Garfield. And Andrew Garfield is supposed to get the Venom suit too. Now, we don't know how any of this is going to happen, but there are theories. My theory is obviously whatever happens in Brand New Day, Tom Holland's going to get it, and he's going to bring it into Secret Wars because he's not in Doomsday. So if the post-credit is for Doomsday, it's not for him. It's not going to be a Spider-Man post-credit. So now, unless it's for, like, my theory is it's for Secret Wars. However, we'll have to wait and see. But on top of that, my theory for Andrew getting the symbiote is, oddly enough, the Venom movies. The Venom movies somehow are in the Sony universe. Well, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man were in the Sonyverse. So what if that little bit of Venom they got left through, what was it? What Venom movie was it? Was it At the End of No Way Home? What if that was in Andrew's universe and Andrew got it and brought it in for Secret Wars? Like, it's not a reach, honestly, because people have been speculating these things for a while now. And we're slowly getting them confirmed as stuff goes on. So, like I said, I'm not really going to talk too much on the lore, so I don't want to spoil anyone who's excited. But I already know for a fact, based off of the comics and the different changes they're going to make, I already know how Doomsday is going to end. And a lot of people are going to hate it. It's going to end on this big cliffhanger. I remember the comic. I remember the issue. I know where it's going to end. And I hate to tell you, there's going to be a lot of your heroes that you love that die. And if you don't like endings where your heroes lose, don't watch this movie. Yeah, the comic is going to end on Doctor Doom is going to win. He's going to kill a lot of heroes. He's going to do what he needs to do, what he's trying to accomplish in the movie, and it's going to end with him winning. The comic, I already know, because people have also been taking recordings of shots they're screening. Like they're recording for the movie, and they've already got some shots that are major spoilers. So if you don't like spoilers, stay away from them. But I already know how that movie's gonna end, and I know some characters that they haven't officially announced that are in that movie. So again, the fans are so good for figuring out this shit. But yeah, so like my main theory with the Spider-Man Brand New Day that I'm always confused about is if the main story, which it's looking like it is him getting the black symbiote. How the hell? Because it's not the black symbiote from the Venom movies, because that was already recovered from what we heard. And then Andrew wouldn't be able to get it. It's got to be a completely different symbiote, which with Jean Grey's shockwaves and stuff, it could have activated something deep in the planet. Like there's a lot of Easter egg lores, but that movie's going to be great. I already know it. My main thing is, will it be better than No Way Home? Because right now, No Way Home is my favorite. I don't know if this one is going to top it. It's looking like it might, but I need a way to see it. The Hulk fight, again, it's rumored that they need to fight. So, because out of everyone that lost their memory in No Way Home, the one character that didn't lose his memory was Hulk. Let me explain. When Doctor Strange cast a spell for everyone to lose their memory, Bruce Banner was Bruce Banner. He wasn't Hulk. Hulk is like a separate person. So if Bruce Banner forgot his memory, Hulk didn't. So, like, the one character out there that remembers Peter Parker as Spider-Man and vice versa is Hulk. So there's going to be a fight that happens, obviously, for a reason. I don't know what. It's going to explain. Funny enough, I don't know if Punisher is going to show up in Doomsday, but I have a feeling he might. Obviously, Punisher is going to help Spider-Man with Hulk. I don't know what he's going to do besides shoot him with bullets, which is hilarious. Bullets don't work on Hulk, but like there's some stuff going on, especially with the hand. You see it in the trailers that tie it back to Daredevil and Punisher. That's why Punisher is there. But also, it's tied to Spider-Man in some way. Again, the trailers don't do a good job at explaining it, but they're hiding a lot of stuff. Like, I kind of stopped watching some of the clips and stuff they've been releasing because I'm like, I'm getting spoiled. they're showing way too much stuff at this point. Like I need to just see the movie. There is way too much stuff they're showing. I can't do it. And I keep hearing other stuff like actual leakers that have gotten into files and stuff before said like, oh, you think they're spoiling the movie for you? You haven't even seen 30% of the movie yet. Meaning what they've been showing us is probably like the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie, which is insane considering the movie is almost, 2 hours and 45 minutes? It's a long movie. So that means we don't even know half the movie. They've been hiding that in the trailers, which is crazy. Again, it's just me, but I don't care about Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that, but oddly enough, he's tied to Avengers. He's part of the Avengers, so you will always see them kind of connect stuff together with him. Can't wait to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not getting the popcorn bucket. I just want the cup. I don't have a Spider-Man cup. From all the movies I've seen, I never got a cup. I want the cup. The bucket is just his mask. It's kind of boring. I don't get boring collectibles. If it doesn't look cool, I'm not getting it. Most of the time, and it doesn't look cool enough. So I just want the cup. That's all I care about. That bucket is not cool to me. I'm not wasting $60 on a bucket for that. For that quality. $60 for what that looks like? Hell no. It's a waste of money. But yeah, I'm excited for it. All the lore that is going on with this movie. And then obviously when we eventually see it, it's gonna be crazy. It's actually gonna be insane. So I've been ready and excited. I've been got my tickets when they first said tickets are live now. I've been got my tickets. So I'm ready to go. I got tickets for me and my fiance, and for my friend with his girlfriend. So that's 4 tickets, and then I got 2 for his brother and his friend. So 6, 4, 5, 5, 6. I got 6 tickets, yeah. So hopefully everything goes good with that movie. Like I said, I mentioned it before, Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. So I hope it's good. Honestly, I'm not expecting it to beat No Way Home, but if it does, I'll be very excited. But I am liking the different stunts they're doing. I'm liking that Spider-Man is more of his own character. He makes his own suit, stuff like that. I don't think he's an Avenger anymore because of the end of No Way Home. He's not, but somehow they're gonna remember who he is and he's gonna join because he is. It's confirmed he's in Secret Wars, so he has to join them again at some point. So I'm pretty sure this movie is gonna end with him joining to help the Avengers again. Like I said, there's one character in the world that still remembers who he is, and that's Hulk. So, and no one is going to question Hulk. They're going to be like, all right, big guy, you say he's on our side, then he's on our side. There you go. He's an Avenger again. It's plain and simple. It's literally plain and simple. Which is, I hate how easy it is to just wave away like that, but it is, unfortunately. So,
Ben's given a privateering altogether and is now a shipwright.
Wait, do I have to take the ship down? Oh, I forgot. This mission is called Devil's Advocate. Do we need to board the ship?
Catch me some wind.
Clear off the loose men. Fire! You hit our allies, sir.
Put on some sail.
Oh, dock alongside. Oh, I almost destroyed my friend's ship. My ally's ship. I know it's going to be good, and I know Doomsday is going to crush it, because I loved Avengers Endgame. That movie was, that was a cinematic moment in history when it came out, and the same thing's going to happen with Doomsday, and next year with Secret Wars, same thing. And apparently, they have such a good script that they couldn't fit it into 2 movies. They're going to make a 3rd Avengers movie, probably in 28 or 29, which I'm excited for. You know what's crazy? Secret Wars next year and the second Demon Slayer movie next year as well. Like ending, like they're making 3 movies to end the Demon Slayer series. We had the first one last year. We're gonna have the second one next year. Oh my god, next year for freaking animated movies are gonna go through the roof. Locate the Queen Anne's Revenge. Oh, I remember this mission. Because a YouTuber I watched stated that No Way Home was the wrap. Wait, what? Was the wrap up of his time in the MCU, and the new movie was him starting a new slate.
Get them aloft. Let's go.
All set.
Who do you watch? Like, that's a serious question. I watch a lot of comic YouTubers that break down stuff like this, like Comic Book Cast. 3C talks Spider-Man too, so he's not really a comic guy, but he knows the comics and he does break down every Marvel movie. And I watch like other comic people, so yes to that comment, but also no, because it was starting him anew, because he finally gets to do what we've always wanted him to do since the first movie. However, he is still deeply connected with the Avengers, that they're not just gonna say he's him now. And especially because Sony and Disney, which owns Marvel now, like that's why they have a ton of Marvel content on Disney Plus, they re-signed their contract so that Sony could allow Spider-Man to still be in the Marvel universe, so like Avengers and stuff like that. So they wouldn't do that if he was just gonna have his own movies, because Sony could just do their own movies. So he's coming back to the Avengers. I don't know how or anything. I don't know if they're gonna undo the spell or something, and everyone's gonna remember who he is. I don't know if they're gonna be like, you have great power just like all of us, we need your help, and he rejoins them. There's gonna be something at the end of this movie somewhere, or maybe halfway through the movie, where he joins the Avengers. Because like I said, Jean Grey, so for anyone who doesn't know who Jean Grey is, she's an X-Men from the Fox Universe Marvel movies, basically. And right now, Disney and Marvel are getting ready to make X-Men a thing in the Marvel Universe again. So they're going to be rebooting the X-Men world, but now in the Marvel Universe instead of just being the Fox Universe. So I think they might recast characters for like Wolverine, Cyclops, stuff like that. But currently, the X-Men are in Doomsday. It's confirmed they're in Doomsday, the Fox ones, with all the actors we remember. Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, Cyclops, I forgot the actor, the guy that, the old man, I forgot his name. He's such a great actor, but he plays Xavier. Like, they're all coming back. They've also been literally photoed on set. So people have photos of them on set recording lines and scenes. So it is confirmed. And there are people that have seen the trailer, what was it, like 2 months ago, which we still haven't seen a trailer. But speaking of trailers, I'll get to that because we know when the trailer is dropping. 2 months ago when they showed it at, it wasn't Gamescom, I forgot, it was an event for, you had to buy a ticket to get in. A lot of people got to see like a trailer for that. It was like a 5-minute trailer, and it showed the X-Men. And like, so it's already confirmed that those X-Men are coming over. Jean Grey is an X-Men. She's in Spider-Man. Why would an X-Men that is going to be in the Avengers movie be in Spider-Man? Maybe to recruit Spider-Man. I don't know, but regardless, she's gonna be in Doomsday. She's an X-Men, and so is Spider-Man. Somehow, Tom Holland's Spider-Man will be in, Secret Wars, because it's confirmed he's not the Spider-Man that shows up in Doomsday. It's Tobey. So they're bringing Tobey and Andrew back again for Secret Wars and Doomsday. So, it's gonna be Tobey having like his moment to shine with some new suits and abilities. In Doomsday, the rumor currently, which I know a lot of people ain't gonna like, but Tobey Maguire is possibly, his Spider-Man is gonna die in Doomsday. I hate to tell you it, but that is a comic scene. So I wouldn't be surprised. It happens in the comics during Doomsday, funny enough, like one of the comics for Secret Wars. So yeah, a lot of people don't want to see it when it was like leaked, and people are like, nah, I'm never gonna watch a movie again if he dies. I'm like, okay, so just miss out on the story. No one cares. It's still gonna sell well. I'm sorry. Okay, But yeah, apparently he's supposed to die. He's gonna have his moment to shine in the movie, and then he's just gonna die towards the end. It has to happen. So it's part of the comics. But yeah, Toby's gonna be in there. He's gonna get a new suit. He's gonna die. That's like the thing. And his whole universe is gonna die. So all the Doc Ock you know by what's his name? It's not Vincent D'Onofrio. I forgot his name, but all those characters you know in the Toby movies will no longer exist. The whole universe is dying because of what Doctor Doom is gonna do. And I'm not gonna spoil it again for anyone who's gonna see it. Like, you can just read some comics and you know kind of what's gonna go down in the movie, and you know the lead up to Secret Wars. So yeah, Toby's probably gonna die. His universe is gonna die, and that's how he's gonna end up joining the Avengers, only towards the end of the movie to share the same fate as his universe. And Andrew is gonna come over in Doomsday because they needed another Spider-Man, and kind of like No Way Home, they summon Andrew. I think they were shooting for Tom Holland, but they end up getting Andrew, and then later on Tom Holland comes in. This is all from the comics, so this actually makes sense. The two Spider-Man are the only things that aren't from the comics, and when I say the two Spider-Man, I mean Andrew and Toby, because obviously in the comics they're not Andrew and Toby, it's just Peter Parker. It's a different character in the comics, but it plays out the same way. One Spider-Man universe dies, never get to say goodbye to MJ, unfortunately. The other one comes in, they weren't looking for it, and they were looking for the actual Spider-Man of their universe, only to get another one. Later on, in Secret Wars, that Spider-Man they were looking for comes in. And at that point, they have Andrew and Tom, but... So it's good. Like I said, it's been broken down for so long. Everyone already knows how these two movies are gonna go. The only strange, like, we're just waiting to see it on screen, right? The only thing that a little people are confused about is now they're reporting like they have so much story that they need to make a third movie, whether it's in 2028 or 2029. That one's kind of expected, like unexpected. We weren't expecting it. Obviously we don't know the name of it, so we can't really look at any comics for it, but we don't know what's gonna happen on that one because that one was announced just like 2-3 months ago in an investors call or something, and people are trying to tie it to comics, but they don't know what it could be. They think it might be the new Avengers with all the younger kids, like the younger X-Men, the Thunderbolts, maybe Tom Holland, because, you know, he's, barely in college, so they're kind of resetting the universe after these movies. So people are saying that's what the third one might be. It might be New Avengers, which is crazy. Like the Young Avengers, my bad, which is crazy. That one would be kind of cool. I don't know if I would like a lot of the characters, because I got into the New Avengers comic when I was basically an adult, and I read a little bit of it, and I do like some of the characters like Ghost Rider and stuff, but like some of the others I'm like, I don't know why they're here. In fact, I don't know why they're on an Avengers team. So for me, I don't know how that one's gonna be, but I know the story of Secret Wars and Doomsday from the comics, and I'm super excited to see where those go. Hold on, I keep seeing the comments come up. Let me see. That's the problem with some people. I feel like they get offended whenever a mage character gets killed off. I mean, it's happened a lot in The Walking Dead. Yeah, but look how that went. Their favorite character, whether it was Glenn or Carl, died in The Walking Dead, and they stopped watching it because... And I don't mean to be mean, but unfortunately, this is the only way to describe those people. They were petty, and they were babies. I'm sorry if that's mean. Characters die in shows all the time. The director and the story does not care if you click with those characters. That, if anything, that's the whole reason why they get killed off. To have that emotional factor from you if you were close with that character. That's the whole point. That's the turning point where you're like, oh crap, like, we have to worry. Anyone could die now. Oh, this just got serious. Like, that's the whole point of that moment happening. If everyone you love survives, there's no stakes. There's no freaking show. I'm sorry, but like, People need to die in shows like these. In a zombie apocalypse show, they need to die. In a comic book show or movie, they need to die because there needs to be an emotional impact. Meaning you can't just do all this and live free and happy. People need to die. I'm sorry. You don't have to like it, but to say it's, stuff like that is kind of crazy. So I guess that means Kristen Dunst's MJ is going to die as well. Probably. I'm going to be honest, from what I heard is you're not going to see every character die from his universe. You're going to see Toby die towards the end of Doomsday. And you're not going to see MJ, which is crazy. You're going to see Dr. Octopus because he helps. There's something going on. If you know Avengers stuff, there's a thing called incursions. Now, the incursions is when another universe or world, timeline or whatever, crosses with another timeline. So Toby, in this case, Toby's timeline is being crossed over by Doctor Doom and his people to take something from it and destroy it. I don't know if you guys saw Deadpool and Wolverine. That movie is one of my favorite Marvel movies ever, by the way. An incursion happens in that where he's like, "Oh, your world's Wolverine died, so your world is fucked." Basically, he tells him Deadpool that, and he's like, "No, he can't die. I'll just bring another one from another universe." And he's like, "That's not how that works." Anyways, so Doom is in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. The reason why I brought it up is there is something in their world, like a core, and that's what powers all the things that happen in their timeline. So in the comics, Doctor Doom collects cores from 5 different worlds. I think it's Wakanda, it's a Spider-Man's universe, the X-Men universe, which is why the X-Men are in Doomsday. I don't know if y'all are piecing it together. And then stuff like that. And he builds a thing called Battle World. And Battle World is all these universes put together. So it's not just one universe. They're all mixed together. It doesn't work. It's literally chaos. And that's how the comic ends. And again, that is exactly how I believe the movie's going to end. He's going to win. He's going to kill some of our characters. He's going to build Battle World. He's going to be on top, ruling everything because he rules Battle World. No one goes against him or they die. Or their universe gets snapped or something. I forgot which one. And he won at the end of Doomsday. That's exactly how it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure in the comics that's exactly how it's going to happen on the movie. And then Secret Wars is kind of like Endgame, where it's like redemption for everything that happened in the previous one, and we have to stop Doomsday. I agree with what you said. I mean, the same with Last of Us Part 2 when Joel game was immediately hated and got shat on. Yeah, and people quit the game after that happened. Like, I'm sorry. I know you love this character. I love these characters. You know how I was in theaters crying when Spider-Man got snapped away in Infinity War. I was like, no, he's not going to be the next one. Are you fucking... I was mad. And I was sad. I was feeling a lot of emotions. Because Spider-Man is he's my Marvel character. When I think Marvel, it's him. It's his red and blue suit. It's his eyes. It is Peter Parker. That is Marvel to me. Just like for DC, it's Batman. I know there's a lot of other characters. Some people see Superman. I never liked Superman. I never grew up knowing much about Superman other than he's basically a god. Batman was my DC. Spider-Man is Marvel for me. When he died, I thought it was all over. I really did. I was like, no. And obviously, Endgame, he gets brought back with the snap again. They collect the Infinity Stones from a different timeline. They snap everyone back that died. And they defeat Thanos. But, oh my god, for 2 years, I was just like, he's dead, he's not coming back. I was just so sad. Did I say, fucking, I'm not watching Endgame because my character died? Hell no. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. They better bring it back. Like, because at the end of the movie, they say, we'll bring him back, we'll bring him back. So I was the same way. And a lot of people love Black Panther in that movie. He got snapped too. So I was hugely invested in the story. And just because someone I cared about died does not mean I stopped. That's not how that works. I still want to know how the story ends. But yeah, everyone trashed the game. The hell, it was so bad that they trashed the season 2 TV show when it came out. Because they're like, yeah, he's going to die again in it. And he did. It wasn't as bad as the game, but he still died in a pretty brutal, messed up way. And people were like, oh, it's so shit. And honestly, I think they did it a little bit better than the game, which is crazy. But anyone who just didn't like the game and knew he was going to die again in season 2 of the show, just immediately review bombed it, which I don't agree with. Do not review bomb somebody unless you've seen it. Like, if you give a bad review and you've seen the movie, fine. If you've never seen the movie and you're just going off what people say, or what you... Because you are basically giving negative criticism on something you don't know about and you haven't seen, based off of what you've heard and what you people say. And again, the internet, there are rage baiters. So someone could just be saying this stuff to rage bait you and you're just going with it. You don't even know if it happens. I don't like people review bombing stuff unless it's justified. Like, let's say they cut out half of the features from the previous games. Okay, yeah, fine, go ahead, because that's not okay. Or unless they give you half a game, it's basically broken, it's crashing, it's buggy, it's like Cyberpunk, when it first came out and the review bombings were going on, I didn't have any issues with my copy of the game, but I saw with my own eyes some people having copies that were broken. Guess what? I didn't get mad. I was like, you know what? It's actually justified, because you guys leaving these bad reviews is going to cause them to be fast with fixing their game. Granted, it should have been launched perfectly, and I think they should have delayed it to get a better launch, but that's what big companies do. But to just do it because you don't like a certain thing that happens or this or that, I don't agree with that. Man, I remember back in 1994, did you see the behavior like this in The Lion King? When Mufasa died? No, you didn't. No, I'm not. I wasn't born. I wasn't born, so no, I did not. But I wouldn't be surprised. And that one's a little bit more crazier because it's talking about the circle of life in animals. And if you're a human, you know animals die all the time, especially in the wild. Like tigers, lions, bears, it happens. You can still be sad about it, but it's the circle of life. They die and more get born. Like I don't know what to tell you. And that death was sad, but I'm not review bombing or crashing out because Mufasa died. I'm sorry, Mufasa, I love you, but nah, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. People, look, whether we like it or not, we're human, right? So we have feelings, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to just go off of pure feeling, and instead of being like, you know, I don't like it particularly that they did this with a character I like, but I'm not gonna lie, it makes sense why it happened. You know, it's not like it comes out of nowhere, and even though I don't like it, I think they did a good job at handling it. No, you can't even be reasonable in that moment. You just gotta hate because you don't like what they did. I hate to tell you, it's not your story. If everyone just made a happy story in every movie, it would be like you're watching the same movie all the time. Who the hell wants that? Who the hell wants that? If Spider-Man never died in a series, which, fun fact, in the comics he dies a lot, there's so many different, like, versions of Peter Parker that die. So, and even, like, Spider-Gwen and other characters have died. So, if they never died, again, it would be like there's no impact. And that was my main... funny enough that I brought this up like a couple weeks ago. That was my main problem with Dragon Ball. That's why I could never have Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, GT, any of the Dragon Ball series as my favorite anime series, because there's no impact. Anyone who dies always comes back. There's no emotional impact. If someone dies, I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry. They'll be back in a couple episodes or something like that. That is a horrible thing for a show or something. It shows that you're not willing to commit and kill off some fan favorite characters or something like that. Like, that is so bad. But yeah, no, it's just, it's insane. It's insane how, because someone clicked with a character or an animal or something like that, that you're gonna stop watching the series or the show or something. Like, dude, characters outside, because I guarantee you, let's turn it around. Let's say it was not a fan favorite character of theirs that died, but it was somebody else's. They wouldn't care. They'd be like, oh, well, it's not my character that I care about, so what? And I'm gonna be like, well, then you're hypocritical, because you're only sad if it's your character that you like dies. But if it's another character that someone else likes, then it's not a big deal. That's so hypocritical. That's so hypocritical. Like,
We should go
Like,
to Charlestown for the lot.
imagine if Ellie died in the second game, and we got to play as Joel doing on this. You know how many people would have been like, oh, I'm sad, but, you know, I'm glad we have Joel. Now we'll just kill everybody. That's so hypocritical. If you're sad when Joel dies, you better keep that same energy if Ellie dies. People are so hypocritical, man. It's bad. I was just making a point to show how sensitive people are nowadays. Yeah. And it's so funny because when you bring it up, if you ever bring it up, they're going to hate on you. What's wrong with being sensitive? Nothing. Honestly, I'm saying it right now. Nothing. But to be so oversensitive that you're going to cry at everything, basically, or every little sad thing. Like, I hate to bring it up. I'm gonna get flamed. But Disney adults, if you're a grown ass adult crying every time you go to Disney, I love Disney too. I ain't crying. You crying? Oh hell nah. You need to grow up. I'm sorry. I love Disney too, but I ain't ever crying as I'm going into Disneyland. That is ridiculous. But now most of everyone complain about character design. It's not just character design, honestly. It's just, I hate to say it, it's more on a deeper level where it's like, if the story or the movie or whatever is being told doesn't go the way I want it to go or I think it's going to go, I'm going to have a problem with it. And again, you didn't write the script. You didn't write the story. You didn't direct the movie. You don't have a say in what happens. You don't have to like it, but that's the story. And to say it's bad because it didn't do what you wanted it to do, again, it's not your story. That's not a reason to hate. Like, oh my God, people, it's not just sensitiveness. It's just, I hate to say it. This is like the easiest way to explain it. It's just people want things the way they want it. Like, it's their story to tell. It's not. It's not. It is what it is. I'm gonna say right now, and if you have friends like this, it's fine, or family like this, it's fine. I would keep my distance personally, but I don't have a single person that I know that I hang out with a lot, whether it's my fiance, a couple of my friends, my grandparents, whatever. They're not overly sensitive. Like, they'll cry at like something like that, like Titanic or something, and be sad, and then they'll move on. They ain't gonna be harping on it for 3 years. People are still hating to this day that Joel died, which is fine. But to constantly talk about it over and over and over again, you're obsessed. You're obsessed. My guy, I hate to tell you, it's not that deep. It's not. It's a side character. And you can not like it as much as you want, and they are not gonna go back and reverse the decision. Like, it's over. It's way over. Just move on, man. Like, it's not just oversensitiveness, it's like over obsessiveness with wanting things one way, and when it's not that way, it's such a big problem. And I'm like, dude, what? Like I said, I cried when Spider-Man died. Was I, sending death threats and like hating on Marvel, saying, you better bring back Spider-Man, you better bring him back? No, bro, I was like, I just hope they bring him back. And they did, luckily. If they wouldn't have, I still would have been sad, but guess what? I'm not, because my favorite character's gone, I'm gonna stop watching the movies? Hell no. I still love the Marvel movies, and there's still other characters I like Deadpool, like Wolverine, like the X-Men characters, like Iron Man. Well, Iron Man's dead, kind of. Hulk and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be sad, but I'm not gonna let that ruin my fun for these movies and TV shows I care about. I'm gonna just move on, and I'm gonna continue and hope that one day my character comes back. If not, it's okay. I'll find a way to live on. It's not that deep. It's just not. It's not. I mean, I can name like 10 characters from movies and shows and even games that I loved, I fell in love with, and they freaking died. Did I stop playing the series? Hell no. Hell no. I don't let that ruin it. At the end of the day, I want to still see where the story ends. Like Titanic, so many hate on the character of Rose. Who the hell is hating on Rose from the Titanic? People are weirdos. Who is hating on Rose? Are you serious? This has to be a joke. In that movie, and call her a villain? A villain? Who is hating on Rose? This has to be a joke. still hate on Jack dying. He didn't want to die. He just wanted to save her. He didn't have a choice. What? Oh my god, this is crazy. He died so she could survive. That was his choice, though. That's how he wanted it to be. She didn't force him. She didn't say, put me up there. You're gonna die. No, he chose to do that. And unfortunately, if the water was a little bit more warmer, he might have survived. Because shortly after, a boat came and saved her. Unfortunately, there were icebergs and freezing cold water, so he didn't make it. And funny enough, I don't know if enough people know that movie is based off of the actual Titanic's crash. So there are a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if Jack and Rose existed in the real Titanic event, but a lot of people lost their life that day. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people helped other people to survive while they perished. Do you think they would have went back and changed anything? I don't think so. They died trying to help others, as you should in a situation like that. Everyone in a situation like that should help each other. Whether it's a plane crash, a boat crash. They were fictional characters only for that movie. Yeah, I know. But I'm pretty sure there's people out there that believe they were actual real characters when the Titanic came down. The actual boat. And they weren't. They just weren't. Which is, I don't know, man. People don't do their research. Number one problem. People want the story to cater to their feelings and be how they want it to be. Second problem. Because they're not the ones making these stories. They're not the ones directing the movie. They don't have a say. But they want to. And number three is just because something is changed or happens that you don't like doesn't make it bad. Because the story can still be good if you finish it and give it a chance, but you don't want to because something happened that you're big mad about, which, fine, you don't have to like it. To say the movie is bad because of one decision, that's like saying, I don't know. I have to really think of a good argument so it makes sense. I don't want to think of something stupid because there are a couple stupid ideas that popped in my head. Okay. Actually, this one might be a hot take, but I do agree with this. That's like saying The Walking Dead Season 8 was bad because humans became more of a priority than zombies. Again, might be a hot take, but no. That's not why Season 8 was bad. Let's be honest, Season 8 was bad in many people's eyes because Carl was killed and because there was too much action. I think those are the two main reasons, right? People didn't like that Carl was killed or he died. Funny enough, Chandler Riggs, the actor, wanted to move on to something new. So if you want to blame someone, blame him. Not to be mean, but he wanted to leave. So, kind of like Nick from Fear the Walking Dead. If you love Nick as a character and you were sad that he died, don't blame the creators. The actor wanted to quit his role. So he's like, can you kill me off? Because I don't want to be on the show anymore. I think the reasoning was he was still young and he wanted to explore other characters, other movies and TV shows, and kind of build his own resume so he can get more roles, which completely makes sense. If you're a young actor, you don't want to just stick to one show, because when that show ends, you don't have enough experience in other roles. It's harder to get a hiring job. So he wanted to build his resume so that when the show ended, if it ever did, he still was getting, calls and stuff to do other roles. That makes sense. I don't like that his character died. I wish he stayed at least a little bit longer. But I can respect that he was still trying to build his career. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, people will tell you there is, but there isn't. Look, just because something happens that is bad doesn't make it bad. You don't have to like it. Your feelings are valid. Everyone can not like a certain character, that's their choice, but I don't think that's a reason to say the whole show overall is bad. Again, I understand why Jack died in that movie. I understand it's a movie and characters die in film all the time. Well, not just that, it was his choice. I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted to do. He had a happy moment with her. He enjoyed meeting her, and in the end, he was happy saving her, even if it cost him his life. Because I remember, funny enough, it was a couple years ago. It was so random. I was just going through YouTube scrolling. And I think I did see someone say, like, oh, if I was Jack in the Titanic, I would have let Rose die. And I'm like, that makes you evil. You're saying that like that should have happened, and like that would have been a better choice? No, that makes you evil, my guy. If I was friends with that person that said that, I would stop being friends with him. Because I'm thinking if anything ever happens bad like that in real life, he's going to leave me to die. I can't trust you anymore after saying something like that. How do I know you're not going to let me die if we were in a Titanic crash? After you just said that. I don't know that. Guess what? I'm not going to be friends with you. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. That is a fucking evil line. And he was so adamant about it. People were like, oh, that's not really cool to say. And he's like, I mean, it's the truth. Like, what? Oh my god. It's like some people are really good at hiding their evil. And then something happens, and then they say something really evil. And you're like, oh, I always knew there was something weird about you. There it is. You're finally showing it. Thank you. I'm leaving. Like, dude, just say you don't have a heart. Because any good person out there in a situation like that is going to put someone above themselves. Don't lie. Don't lie. You're both, either you both die or one of you dies. I'm always going to put someone above me in that situation.
What the hell are you doing?
It's better than having both people die.
Can see this mess.
The idea. Out of range, but well in sight.
So where's the medicine?
We sent a party ashore to partner with the governor. That were a week ago. No noise since.
They're done.
Give me a day.
There's movement up ahead. Is it soldiers?
Aye, and in something of a hurry. I propose we follow.
Yep.
Else they spring something we ain't
I don't know. I think it's fine to have these
What's you
emotions.
thinking?
Blackbeard's
But
been
to
on
put
this
yourself
for
in like
days
this
already.
main
So
character
it's a good
syndrome,
bet someone out
that's
there
what it
had
is.
the medicines.
By the way, this is the final mission of Sequence 6, so we'll be on Sequence 7 after this. But to put yourself in this main character syndrome, like, the story has to be how you want it and stuff like that. And no matter what anyone else says, you're not going to be happy if it's any other way, is not healthy. You didn't write the story, you're not directing the movie or whatever. It's not your choice how something should happen. Again, it's a movie and a TV show. If you want to make choices in these movies and TV shows, how about you become a director?
What's the captain thinking?
I mean, I hate to say it. Become a director. Like when Glenn died in season 7 of The Walking Dead, I kept watching. You know what's funny?
Those watchtowers are unmanned.
A lot of people, I feel like the first episode of season 7 was so watched. So much people watched that first episode. Kind of like season 9, episode 1, and season 8, episode 16, the finale.
Go no closer.
It was watched so much because of Glenn's death. People just wanted to see it, which is weird, because if you didn't like that he died, why would you want to see how he died? That is hypocritical. That is hypocritical.
This
That's
must
like
be their outpost.
a person who isn't really used to seeing death or gore or stuff.
There's always another way.
Say when someone tells them, "Hey, man, they just some random cop killed a homeless guy," right? And he cut his stomach open so bad, all his organs spilled out, right? You don't like death and gore, but the minute they bring that up, you're like, "Ooh, let me see. How did it happen? Where did it happen?" You are so hypocritical. Like, what? I thought you didn't like this stuff. Oh, I don't, but this is the one exception. Nah, there should not be an exception. That's the problem. If there is an exception, then in the other way around, there shouldn't be an exception. That's why I'm a true fan of the show, because I feel like those 2 seasons were rough patches of the show. Yeah, because a lot of people left because they were sensitive. They were only rough patches because people were acting too sensitive. The minute you get past all that sensitive stuff and you just act like it's another season of a zombie show, everything is fine. But people want to be very sensitive, which, again, it's fine to have feelings, as a human. But one, this is a show, and two, just because they die doesn't make the world's not over. Okay, the world's not over. Okay, like it's so funny because after it happened, there were a lot of people saying like, "Oh, I was only watching the show for this one character." So then you never really liked the show. You just liked the character or the actor. Like they were like, "Oh, I loved Chandler Riggs. Like he's come a long way since he was a little kid." And I was like, "Okay, so you're watching for Chandler Riggs. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but the character is not Chandler Riggs. It's Carl. Chandler Riggs is still alive. He's fine." Like, I hate when people watch a show for the actor instead of the show. Or a movie. You know, I love Tom Cruise.
I see them over there.
I do.
This ship's built
When I'm watching a Mission Impossible movie and stuff, I'm not like, "Oh shit, Tom Cruise is about to die." I'm like, "Oh my god, Ethan Hunt is about to die." Because that's his character. If the character dies, I'm sad. You know? The obvious actor is not dead though, so why am I bawling like the actor just died? That's just, I don't understand. I can be oversensitive with an actual real person dying, like someone I know, like family members or stuff. But when I watch a movie or a show, yeah, I'll cry if it impacts me. But I won't cry so much that I feel the need that I cannot watch a show or a movie any longer. If I feel like if I ever get into that situation that I'm crying that much, I need to take a break from everything. If it's a movie or TV show, I need to take a break from media in general, and I need to rethink how my life is and stuff like that, because it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. You cry and you move on. That's how you do in these movies and shows. You don't cry for 3 years and say a show is bad because one character in that show died just because you like them, and you were only watching it for that one character when it's not just about that one character. That is not a reason to act the way some people act. It's just not. Like, again, I feel sad for the death. You know, I didn't like it either, especially knowing that he survived the comics. I wasn't expecting it. I cried for the first couple of episodes, probably for the first week until the next episode aired, but I didn't attack anyone. I didn't stop watching the show. Like, there's a line that is there for all that stuff. And usually you're not supposed to cross it because it's a movie or a TV show. People are crossing that line more and more. Carl's death, I feel like, is the only death that did almost make me cry. It's hard to get me to cry. Oh, it made me cry. Especially when you look at Andrew Lincoln's reaction, like his really good acting of tearing up. Like it was his actual son. Like in that moment, he was thinking, "Yo, I'm Rick Grimes. That's Carl Grimes. That's my kid. He's dying right in front of me." That's some good acting, by the way. But that's what he was thinking. I wasn't thinking that. But I was still crying because I was close with this character. I was like, "Yo, this little boy, he's been shot in his, his eye. He lost his eye. He's been shot in the stomach, almost died in season 2, recovered. He's been through so much, and this man dies to a fucking zombie bite. I am so pissed right now." That was my thought. But I was also so sad because he died doing what he loves. He died giving his life so that a random survivor could survive. And not even knowing if he'd be good, and so that his father could see that there is still a point in saving people to help survive in this world. That you didn't have to be cold and evil all the time and not accept new people. That there are good people out there. That's why he died. That meaning alone is impactful. That meaning alone, mixed with his slow breathing, good acting by the way, his pale face, like more paler than usual, him sweating because he got the fever, all this put together with that knowing what he's dying for, not only was it beautiful, but it was very, very sad. So yeah, it made me cry, and every time I see it, I cry. I'm like, God damn it, man, why are you making me cry? Like, it's so good, man. It's just such a good moment. Carl's death pissed me off, yes, but I still stuck with the show until the series finale. And you're a real one for that, because there are a lot of people like that with Fear. Fear is a great example
The captain will have
of a show that a lot of people didn't like that quit immediately. Now, I guess I'm partially to blame because I did something similar. I've mentioned that I do like Fear, and I do think it's good. I think the show kind of went a little downhill when they brought Morgan in. I liked all the characters, and I do love Morgan and Dwight as characters. I just don't think they needed to be in Fear. They should have had their own show, if anything. Fear is Fear. Like, I don't know. Or maybe they should have stayed in The Walking Dead. I don't know. But, like, I feel like them coming into this made it a different show. It didn't feel like Fear. And even though I love Morgan's character arc and stuff like that in there, I don't know. I would have liked if him and Dwight weren't in the show. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but like, I love them as characters, but just because I know their character and stuff doesn't mean they should be in every Walking Dead spinoff, if that makes sense. But anyways, I've mentioned that I like Fear. But I've also mentioned that when I first saw the first season, I thought it was donkey shit. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I thought it was bad. I did not like it after seeing the first season. When it first aired, by the way, I watched it when it first aired. I came back, season 8, season 9 of the original Walking Dead, and I gave it a chance. I think this was around the time that Morgan came into the show on season 4. I didn't hop into season 5. I watched season 1 again, and I was like, okay, it's a little slow. It explains how the world went down and stuff like that, and
Tempers are flaring.
it's not bad, but it's not great. And again, I had to push all my biases from the main Walking Dead to the side. Hopped into the second season.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, the second season was miles better than the first.
No man shall touch that medicine.
Now, I know now why the first season was so slow and why they were giving us so much information, but I think season 2 is way better than season 1. And again, season 3 as well, and season 4, all great, right? I think season 7 and 8 of the series kind of like, they were running out of ideas and stuff, and in some moments I didn't like certain choices and stuff. Like, I understand, but I understand making Strand kind of like an anti-villain type thing, or a bad guy, especially in season 7 and 8, but I never really looked at Strand as a bad guy. He was just a person that was always trying to survive, no matter what. If he had to give up some people he cared about, he had to do it. He would feel guilty about it, though, and then he would be right back to trying to help them. I don't think that made him a bad guy. He was a survivor, you know? So, and again, that was one choice I didn't like that they did for season 7 and 8, was making him a bad guy. I was like, in a way, they were making him a bad guy. Madison was trying to fight him. He was trying to stop Madison. I was like, I don't want this retaliation between these two characters, because I did like them. I loved both those characters. I was so happy when Madison came back. I thought she was dead. And even Troy. Troy was a bad guy, but I grew to like Troy, and he grew to have feelings. So I was like, I kind of don't want to see Troy die. And then when spoiler, when Madison killed Troy, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I understand why, but I was like, dude, he became a different person. Why are you killing him? Like, I was just, I don't know. Like I said, certain choices I didn't like, but overall, I think the show is pretty good. Especially if you watch all the seasons back to back, they're pretty good. It's not as good as The Walking Dead or any of the spin-offs, probably, but I think it's still better than World Beyond. But at this point, I feel like any of the Walking Dead universe stories is better than World Beyond. And it's so sad to see, because I really thought World Beyond was going to be something cool, new, and fresh, and it just was sad. It was just sad. And I did like some of the characters and stuff. It was sad. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I do like Fear, and Fear did have a lot of interesting decisions in their last 2 seasons leading up to the finale. But if I would have never went back and rewatched season 1, I would have been missing out on a pretty decent good show. And like I said, when I first watched season 1, when it first aired, I did not like it. I rewatched it around 7 or 8 when season 7 or 8 came out of the main, and when I think like season 5 came out for Fear. And I binge watched all 4 seasons. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I was like, yo, it's a little different from the main Walking Dead, and I liked that, actually. I was fine with that. You know, I grew to love these characters. Nick, Madison, Alicia, Strand, Daniel. Like, yeah, were they good characters compared to the main? No, but again, I grew to like them. So every time someone says Fear was just bad, I'm like, there were bad moments, just like the original Walking Dead. But was it bad? No, I don't think so. The only thing that I would consider bad of Fear is some of the character deaths, like Nick, and some of the characters not being likable, like Chris, which is Travis's son. He dies a horrible death in season 2, but that's kind of his fault for not listening to Travis and all the rest of the group telling him how those people were, you know. And he was a little shit from the very beginning. He hated his father and everything like that. Like, I didn't like him. So some bad characters, that's a bad thing. Certain choices, such as bringing Morgan and Dwight over, which even though I like them, I do think they were bad choices. Story choices for season 7 and 8, making Strand a villain. Like, some of them have really bad choices, right? But overall, I think it is a good show. I still recommend it, and I still enjoyed it. So, and like I said, I'm rewatching it with my fiance because she's never seen Fear, and I'm gonna be rewatching it when we do our reactions on Patreon. So, if I didn't like it as much, I wouldn't do it. When we get to World Beyond for the Patreon, that is going to be the second time I've watched season 1 and season 2. I haven't watched it since it aired on the TV. One thing about Fear season 1 I didn't like was the way the principal became a walker made 0 sense. Well, let me fill in the blanks so it can make sense. If you hadn't realized watching the first season of the show, every time the teachers and, you know, Madison and all the kids go home, he stays behind at the school. And when they obviously send the kids home and they're like, you don't need to come back to school for a while until we get this under control and stuff, he stays behind at the school. Door wide open, right? I'm assuming when he stayed at the school, Madison went to look for Nick and all these people. In between that timeline, someone came in that was infected and bit him in the back. Because when we see him, he's bleeding with a bite on his backside, on his right side, particularly. So he was bitten, and that's how he became a walker. Now, again, I'm assuming he stayed late at the school, maybe doing some evaluations, grading homework, I don't know, and he was bit. Someone came in that was sick, and they bit him, a zombie, and maybe he locked him outside, or he killed him somewhere else, and that's how he became a walker. So, even though they don't show it, you can put 2 and 2 together. Throughout the episodes, he's always staying after school, kicking everyone out, or while they're leaving, and he's staying probably an hour or 2 after to do whatever he does as the principal at the school. He did the same thing when they sent the kids home and the people leaving and stuff. Like, when all the panic was happening, he did the same thing. He stayed at the school for probably an hour or 2. During that time, he got bit, and he became a walker. Madison came back for medicine and stuff for Nick, and they had to kill him with Tobias. So,
what do you mean, live with
even though they don't show it on screen, it actually makes sense.
I'm sorry, Edward,
so,
my father is right.
It is what it is.
You had a decent wage when you worked the farm. Why can you not be satisfied with that? With me?
Decent wage? That job was near as damn it to robbery. You want to be married to a peasant the whole of your life?
All right, Edward. All right.
You leave now, Caroline. You'll never know what's coming to us. Caroline! Caroline!
Damn, he tried to slam that door, but instead it was just like a small little closing door. All right, the Seeds of Charlestown. So that was the end of Sequence 6. So we're officially on Sequence 7. We Demand a Parlay is the next episode, or mission. And there it is, new quest. So, let's see, where's that mission? Is it right on top of us? And nope. We got a fast travel over there. Let's do that. But yeah, I didn't mind Fear. Fear season 1 was very slow. It did really pick up for me though for season 2, and I did grow to like the series. Maybe not as much as the main, but it's pretty good. All right, we're gonna clear the inventory in the codex because I don't like seeing these things like this. Charlestown. Okay, that's the codex. Let's go to the inventory. Alright, let's jump down and then we'll head over to the mission. What time is it? Alright, we got like... I'm trying to think what time it is. Okay, we got like 30 minutes. I think we can do all the missions in Season 7 pretty quickly, so let's see. Sequence 7. If we finish Sequence 7, we got 8, 9, 10. We got 5 sequences left. So, sequences are basically chapters. So, if we finish Chapter 7, we'll have 5 left. Tomorrow, I'm going to start a bit early. Like I said, I woke up not feeling well today, and that's why I started late again. I'm going to try, if I have to go to bed early so I wake up feeling good. And we'll start early so I can at least do like a 3-4 hour and either beat the game or come really close.
Some shape to your sentiments?
Just a short letter home. I reckon she's past caring anyway.
Oh, you're a hard heart that should be softer.
Or soft in parts that should be hard.
And how is it you're so keen for his hard parts, Mr. Rackham?
You'd like to know my secrets, would you?
Oh, aye. Give me a small hint, like. Or a large one, if you're an upright gentleman.
Open your hand.
Oh,
Who's shooting?
Might be them ships sliding into port.
Jesus.
Nope, it's a trap.
Well, I'll be hanged. King George has grown tired of our shenanigans.
Why do you barely seem to care, bro? Alright, hold on. Like, honestly, I didn't love Fear Season 1 either. I feel like they should have shown the breakdown of society way more than they did. I do agree. And that's, like, the major criticism a lot of people had. Because, funny enough, I just finished Season 1 again with my fiance. I don't remember it being 6 episodes. I thought it was at least 10 episodes. My guy, they could have done, like, a whole 10 episodes and expanded more on the breakdown. Why did they have to rush the breakdown in 2 episodes? Because they did. Like, we went from 1 episode, episode 1, to episode 2, it was slowly starting. Episode 3 ended with the cliffhanger, which I think it was the death of Nick's friend, the one that was supplying the drugs to him. And that's when it kind of fully kicked off. And then episode 4 was fully, like, people sick and zombies. And I was like, But it makes sense that there's 6 episodes, and by episode 4, they're like basically everywhere. But I was like, my God, they honestly, season 1 needed like 10 episodes at least, so we could have got a more breakdown, and we could have maybe got people trying to figure out what's going on more with the virus and stuff like that. And it was left sad. And then don't even get me started on the final episode. We went from torturing that army veteran officer or whatever in episode 5, and then episode 6 was just full-blown zombie chaos escape. And I was like, oh, that's a drastic jump. Okay. I mean, like, I still like it. It is probably my least favorite episode of the series and the season. But like, it's just like, even though we got it, because people always wanted to see how did it happen, how did it start. Even though we got it, I feel like it was just bare boned what we got. We got what we wanted, but it was bare boned. It wasn't fully fleshed with a lot of meat, and you know what I mean? Like, and it's just sad to see. It really is sad to see.
That's Captain Woods Rogers, not a man I want seeing my face.
It's a Templar.
We desire a parley with the men who call themselves governors of this island. Charles Vane, Ben Hornigold, and Ed Thatch. Come forth, if you please.
Hear about the king's pardon, I reckon.
What the hell is Hornigold doing?
Lily-livered punk!
What are you men up to?
Ed Thatch, which is Blackbeard. Don't fall for it.
I am grateful for your geniality, Captain Hornigold. I assumed our reception would be a troubled one.
Don't mistake my decorum for deference, Governor. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, but of uncertain mind otherwise.
Very well put. And it's a fairer shake than I expected to see from any pirate. But I promise fair treatment to all who hear me out.
Only wait a while longer, Governor Rogers. These rascals will show their true colors in time.
Calm, Commodore.
Fun at my expense.
I'll have your liver out, mate.
Damn. I got spotted. That's my fault. Damn.
I should stay my blade.
I am grateful for your geniality, Captain Hornigold. I assumed our reception would be a troubled one.
Don't mistake my decorum for deference, Governor. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, but of uncertain mind otherwise.
Very well put. And it's a fairer shake than I expected.
I'm gonna wait before I jump down to see if I see anyone.
I promise fair treatment to all who hear me out.
Oh yeah, I jumped down too early. That guy was walking past, so he ended up seeing me. Fuck.
Commodore Chamberlain. I have given Captain Hornigold
Probably
my
was
word that we will
not
be
smart.
I throw myself.
What the? Dude, am I supposed to stay on the roof so I don't get spotted? Oh my god. Because I know at some point they're gonna keep moving and there's nowhere else for me to jump, so I have to jump down. What the hell?
I should stay my blade.
I am grateful for your geniality, Captain Hornigold. I assumed our reception would be a troubled one.
Don't mistake my decorum for deference, Governor. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, but of uncertain mind otherwise.
Very well put. And it's a fairer shake than I expected to see from any pirate. But I promise fair treatment to all who hear me out.
Alright, oh no, they want me to jump this way. Ah.
Calm, Commodore Chamberlain. I have given Captain Hornigold my word that we will be equitable.
Won't do you a lick of good. Men like him are a blight on His Majesty's reputation and a peculiar cancer afflicting the New World. The King wants them eradicated, above all else.
Is this the town square?
As close to one as we've ever had.
Incredible. It's no cleaner than a dog's kennel. Captain Hornigold, please call your men.
Rackham, Vane. The governor's come calling. Bring Burgess and Corcoran as well.
Are they gonna move or not?
Town as if it were your own.
Rogers called for Rackham and Vane. Anne may know something.
I expect you lot will cover the cost of the business you're chasing away.
Stay out of this, lass. Please.
Edward.
This don't feel right. Damn. I should be there.
There's more to this Commodore being here than a letting on. He said he had a list of plans.
I should like to see those.
Steal the Chamberlain's plans, the plans of somewhere in the fort. Good luck with that. I still remember when Fear Season 2 came out, so many people were hating and bashing that season. Why?
Something's brewing.
Why? Why were they hating it? I think it was better than Season 1. I really do. Like, a lot better. And what I think Season 3 was the dam season where they blew up the dam, and that was one of my favorite seasons. So, why were they hating on it? I think people were hating on it back then because it was nothing like The Walking Dead. It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be like a spin-off with new characters in a different environment with different stuff going on. It wasn't supposed to be like The Walking Dead. It was supposed to be in the same universe, but that's it. This is why I say when you watch something new sometimes, you cannot compare it to its original thing. You cannot. Because it's not fair to the new show to be compared to an old show that is possibly better than the newer one. Because people are always going to say The Walking Dead is better. Why would I watch this? Because it's a cool spin-off with new characters that you might enjoy in the same universe world, different problems, different stuff. Like, that's why. It's another cool zombie show in the same universe. Like, yeah, okay, the original Walking Dead is better. Okay, cool. But, like, this could still be good, too. But many people just don't want to give shit a chance, which is fine. Like I said, I didn't like Season 1 either, immediately. And then I rewatched it, I gave it a second chance, and I fell in love with it. Like, I just think people need to do better at giving things a chance. Like, by no means is it, like, Walking Dead level. But it is up there. It's good. And I don't think anyone was shitting on World Beyond. World Beyond, in my opinion, is worse than Fear the Walking Dead. I would rather watch Fear than watch World Beyond again. So, if no one's shitting on World Beyond, but you're shitting on Fear, that is crazy. Because Fear is better than World Beyond. World Beyond, being their first spin-off, other than Fear, was really, really bad. Like, it gave us a lot of information, a lot of stuff that was crucial to the story and stuff like that, but, like, other than that, it wasn't told well. The characters were all over the place that they were trying to introduce us to, and stuff like that. Like, it's very divisive, and it's kind of all over the place. So, I don't understand. Funny thing is, I think some people were wanting to see a Walking Dead show on the water. Well, they did that in Fear. Yeah, wasn't it like... Was it season 2? On the water? Well, they did that with Fear and people still bashed it. Yeah, because people just didn't want Fear. People just didn't want Fear. That's the harsh reality. They didn't want to say that, but they just didn't want Fear. They wanted something else. So, and unfortunately, they didn't get that. So, we didn't get what we wanted. So we're gonna complain. We're gonna complain again. That's just what they do. It is very, very unfortunate to see, and it's sad to see, but it is what it is at the end of the day. How do I get over there? How do I get up here? Alright, I'm gonna have to go through the front gate. I don't wanna. They're gonna try and blast me. Everything else is blocked off.
Filthy bilge rat.
Oh, pardon me. What do you think, lads? Do you like me golden treasure? A gift for the king like what he's offering us.
Send word to the captain immediately. No pillage. You're a pillage.
Now, getting away from The Walking Dead, but still talking zombie shows. Another one of my favorite zombie shows that I love is Z Nation. I don't know how many people have seen Z Nation. I really love that show. It's definitely a little different on the take that it takes. It has a bit of a more, I guess, comedic feeling. They joke a lot in there, but I like it. And I haven't watched all the seasons, so I'm rewatching it. I think I only watched up to season 3. It got canceled, but apparently it's getting brought back. I don't know. Anyways, that's another reason why I rewatched it, because I never seen season 4 or 5, and it was coming back, so I was like, oh, I gotta rewatch it. What was that comment? Also, I think people were expecting the Fear crew to be like our original Walking Dead crew, and they weren't. Again, it's a spin-off, like, and the quote-unquote like our original Walking Dead crew, that is completely on the audience watching. You guys either are gonna fall in love with the characters or you're gonna be mixed or something. That is on you. If the characters weren't like the original Walking Dead characters that you like, that's you. Technically your guys' fault. Like, your taste for these characters were not on that Walking Dead level. That's on them. That's not on the creators, because I really do think some of the characters in the show were likable characters that could be compared to Rick or even Glenn. Like I said, Nick is one of my favorite characters. I would put him up there with Rick and Carl. He was such, like, and he had a huge redemption arc. Bro went from a literally drug head to a comparable, like, very memorable survivor. Helping a lot. I mean, he set off the whole sequence with a dam in season 3, killing a lot of the bad guys and saving a lot of people. I would put Madison and Alicia up there with Carol, like, and Michonne. Like, there are some good characters on there. It's just people's taste of what they want. Now, if you want them to be a one-to-one of these characters from The Walking Dead, of course that's not going to happen. They're different actors, and they have different stories they're trying to tell. And that makes perfectly good sense. Like, people's expectations are, like, drastically different when it comes to stuff like this. And it's not really a bad thing, but again, to say something is bad or hate on it because of the way you judge these characters is not okay. Sean Dory was in oh yeah, I forgot about him. He came in around season, what? The end of season 4 or season 5? I would put him up there with Daryl too, because Daryl had his crossbow, John had his pistol. That man was an awesome gunslinger. Like, dude, people just don't. I'm gonna be honest, like, how many people do you actually think made it to season 6, though? I don't think a lot of people made it to those seasons, to those characters, but there are a lot of good characters in that show. I mean, Troy is, I think he's like an anti-bad guy. Like, he tried to be a good guy, but, you know, became a bad guy. And then after Madison and what happened, yeah, he was pissed at her, but like he just still left her alone. So he was like, it's okay. We're all different now. We're all trying to survive. Bygones, bygones. But she couldn't let it go. So she was still determined on killing him. So, like, I wouldn't consider him a bad guy, but, I mean, he made bad decisions. I think he was another good character. Troy. I did like Troy. And I'm not going to lie, I was sad when he died. I was like, dude, like, I get everything that happened before, but this is a different era. Like, in a different time. And, yeah, he survived, but he's different now. He has a kid and everything. Like, dude, I was just like, Like I said, there are a lot of great characters, but I think a lot of people were not willing to give them a chance or couldn't separate Fear and regular Walking Dead and kind of went in with drastic expectations, therefore disappointing themselves, which is just really, really sad to see. Really, really sad to see. Oh, there it is.
I pray you take the prudent course, gentlemen, and accept the king's pardon as soon as your hearts allow. For until such time, all of you will be confined in Nassau.
I am sorry for this.
But in lieu of a public
Post
trial,
another photo on Discord. I'm gonna look at it right
is your
now.
best bet.
The governor puts it far too brightly, maggots. Take this message home. Accept the king's protection forthwith, or we will raise this town to its foundation and stretch your bloody necks.
Peace, Commodore Chamberlain. We are messengers, not executioners. Not yet.
Oh, thank you, sir. God save you.
Look on this as a stroke of fortune, lads. We should take the king's pardon and salvage what dignity we own.
I'll be hanged before I surrender to that bobbin.
Check your head, Vane. We had here a rare opportunity, a chance to take something base and shape it into a government made and maintained by men of vision. But in 2 years, we pissed it away. I won't make that mistake again.
It's truth he's telling, and you whelps can't handle it.
A Jew, you forecastle-headed fuddlers. See you at the gallows.
You'll all be dead men! Bastards!
Oh,
Drink.
Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. That's cool.
Sight! Hornigold's dumping us.
How'd you get those alternate covers for Miles? I know how you got the alternate cover for Spider-Man 1, but how'd you get the one for Miles? Alright, let me leave the fort before anyone sees me. I did kill a lot of people, so it's probably going to be easy to just make it out of here. Oh, no. I gotta go. I gotta go. It was inside the case. I flipped it over to the outside.
I'll catch Fade.
Really? I need to do that with mine, and I gotta see. Wait, you got it on the PS4? Because that's a blue case. I got mine on the PS5. My Miles Morales. I wonder if it's in the Miles one. Okay, so what's this next mission I'm doing? This one is... The Gunpowder Plot. It's the second mission of Sequence 7. Okay. If I have to do another 30 minutes, then I will, because I do want to finish Sequence 7. I have the PS5 version of Miles. Why is the case blue? I thought it was blue and white. Or is that just the paper?
He swallowed the governor's tribe like a starving dog. Look at him. Turncoat. Makes me bloody ill to think on how many times I've put up with Hornigold and his self-righteous shite.
Verily, you are a man of principle, Captain Hornigold. A man I believe I can trust with my best ideas.
Faith, and we'll survive this, Charles, with our pride intact.
That's confidence. You brewed a plan I might get a taste of?
Nassau is over, that's plain to see. I say we skip out tonight and regroup at my compound.
Fair enough. What's your angle?
The Brits have brought their supplies ashore, see? If we nick some gunpowder and pine pitch, we can build a fire ship and send it straight at the blockade, blasting it to smithereens.
Aye. We'll use Rackham's ship. Ain't a capable captain.
My conscience is clear.
Right. Well, you get the gunpowder, I'll secure the pine pitch.
Posted another photo? Okay, let me see.
Follow me. I'll show you where to nick the stuff.
Did Chamberlain just do us a favor and pack all the gunpowder in one place?
He's not that stupid, and we need a lot of it. Let's search their camp and maybe the roads too. Only Golden Rogers would piss their britches if they knew what we were up to.
Okay, yeah, I saw. So it's one of those double-sided, like, inside poster things, right? Yeah, a lot of games have been doing that here and there. That makes sense. I have to check my PS5 version because I never saw it, or maybe I just didn't pay attention.
But we need more. I'll find the kegs. You get the pine pitch.
Aye. And Kenway, spill some blood, will ya?
Mark the kegs in the cave. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Let's see.
Easy, lads, easy. You can't outrun fate! Take long. These guys! Ow! Cold-blooded killer. I got a line on you. Bloody hell. This one's quite dead.
We still need more.
Loathsome scoundrels and my former brethren, hear my word.
They scrounge up half-rotten food and scarf it down like animals.
Did you see that pirate? 3 sheets to the...
Okay, it's going. at you!
How can it be more than the last?
Now to find Vane.
I didn't even realize I pressed the mute button. My bad. I was talking the whole time. Basically, what I was saying was yes, Marvel Spider-Man. They're my favorites now. And that's why I'm excited for Marvel's Wolverine. Which got a trailer this morning that I haven't seen, but I need to check out. But Insomniac is really good at making Spider-Man games, or just making Marvel games in general, and I'm really excited to see what else they continue to do. I'm still finger crossed hoping one day we get a Marvel's Daredevil, and they're making it because I have faith that they can make it good.
Come on, boys, you're lagging.
It's this bloody hemp.
Lieutenant!
Aye, sir.
The Commodore fears a revolt is nigh. His orders are to sink every goddamn pirate ship now anchored in that harbor, tonight.
It's by the governor's wishes, sir.
This is a direct order, soldier. You will take position on the grounded galleon and await the Commodore's further orders. Is that clear?
Aye, sir.
The conniving bastard. Someone ought to slit the Commodore's throat before he gets a chance to bark those orders.
You think so?
We're dead in the water otherwise.
All right, I'll kill him.
Your brains are baked. I won't take no part in killing the Commodore. Not one of the King's men.
We can't risk our good fortune. I'll be waiting for you.
Every time I see a pirate game, I always think of Pirates of the Caribbean. That's fair. That actually makes sense. I mean, it's the closest thing to compare. But the funny thing is, I think this game came out before the Pirates movies, or at least all of them.
Not this pirate.
I don't know. I think the first one came out in 2013. This was a 2010 game or something.
Let's see what he was carrying.
Oh, so I was supposed to kill him. I didn't know that that's what I was supposed to do. That's it? I just had to kill him? And the mission is done? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Clues. Pirates of the Caribbean originally came out in 2004. Okay, so it did come out before this. But this came out before they made like 12 movies of pirates, if that makes sense. Because I know the Pirates trilogy wrapped up in 2007. Oh yeah, the original three, the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. Damn, really? 2007? I don't know why I felt like it ended around like 2013. Oh my. Yeah, time flies, man. Time flies. It's crazy.
The good Commodore wasted no time settling into the mansion. The good Commodore thinks we're vermin. Well, we are hard to kill.
The captain sent you out here to waste your time by the looks of it.
Is there no way to get word to the Commodore?
He's still not here. They've all gone to the beach camp to take care of our rat problem.
Pirates 4 was 2011 and Pirates 5 was 2017. Damn, there was a 6-year difference between 4 and 5? Shit. I thought the series ended at 2018 though, so. Wait, no. There was a Pirates 6. There was a 6 Pirates movie, wasn't there? It was Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, Stranger's Tides, and was Stranger Tides the Fountain of Youth one? Dead Men Tell No Tales, and there was another one. Right? I swear there was 6 movies.
To a beach on the south of the island. Then something's up.
He has gone to the beach. Well, we're gonna kill him. It doesn't matter where he went. There is a Pirate 6 coming on, but it's in development. Oh, I thought it was already out. That's the one I spoke about the other day. How they wanted to change it to like an all-girls Pirates, kill off Jack Sparrow and like all the original characters we know. But a lot of people came out and said, "Oh hell no, we're not seeing it. That's a disrespect to the characters and the story you're telling. We will not see it if you make it." And I think they're course correcting. And this is going to be Jack's final movie still, but they're not really going to kill him off. They're going to give him a good pirate story where he just sails off with the Black Pearl off to better prospects and stuff, and he survives. We just never see him again, but there is a point where we might see him again. But they don't kill him off, so they give him a happy ending, as he should have. What the hell? And, you know, they don't move on to new characters, though, but it is... from what I heard, what they want to do is make it the last Pirates movie. I'm kind of the same way, but I would see it if I wouldn't see it if there's no Black Pearl. Well, that's what I'm saying. If they killed off the crew, including Jack, and they weren't in the movie at all, then there would be no Black Pearl. So, like, that's the whole thing. Because what? Is some random girl pirate just gonna take Jack's ship? I'm not ready to let my childhood go. Me neither, bro.
You've overreached this time.
Oh, Peter Chamberlain.
You filthy vermin. I will cut you myself.
Good luck with that.
You won't.
Got him.
The governor's given us a pardon, Commodore. Don't a man's word mean anything in these times?
The syphilis clouded your mind. Why scratch and claw to protect such squalor? Your parasites feeding off the industry of honest men.
Much like King George in that respect.
Know your place, peasant. You may have taken my life, but you have not improved your own by any measure.
Does some purpose keep you talking?
If not for that heathen, Governor Rogers, I'd have seen you hanged from your own cross trees. Worm. All of you.
Oh, that was nice.
The Commodore's dead. Are we ready?
We're close. We've got a problem with the galleon. There's a couple of dozen. Bloody hell. You'd raise a cloud here, lout. Oh! Oh! You sat on enough gunpowder.
They are literally fighting now. That's crazy.
Lay off me, mate. I'm well chafed.
As I was telling, a squad of lobsters has commandeered our galleon. We're gonna have to clear it out before we use them cannons to blow the blockade. That galleon will sink our fire ship before she touches the blockade. I'll hassle him, but you won't have an escort.
We'll make do.
And Kenway, my boys will keep us steady. Give them a shout before you torch the thing, all right?
Aye.
Steady with that, powder. You'll blow us
All right, the fire ship. That's the mission we're on now. This is the final mission of Sequence 7. So after this, we will stop for today. We did 2 sequences. We finished Sequence 6 and 7, so that's 2, and we'll be down to 5 sequences. Tomorrow will kind of be the same. We'll focus on just the main story. I don't think they added any new side content. They had an update this morning for this game. I don't know if they added anything new. It doesn't look like it. Honestly, I like Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Was that the one with the Fountain of Youth? I did like that one. If that's the one, then I like that one a lot. I don't remember which one had like the Fountain of Youth where the water was like splitting in half, but I love that one.
Then you'd be a natural.
Edward, I hate saying it, but Nassau's done for. The old spirit is gone and only threats remain. I'd like to be on the next ship out.
Are you certain? The Navy will be close at heel.
Right now, there's no place I'd rather be.
I appreciate the show of faith. Welcome aboard.
All right, Anne is joining us. Let's take the wheel. Let's go. All right, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had a text. Let's rendezvous with the fire ship. It's right in front of us. God damn. Get ready to slow down so we don't run past the ship.
Stun stones! Use all the wind you can!
So that's why Rackham was kicking up a fuss. It's his
Defend the fire ship. Okay.
We'll have the fire ship sail right into the blockade. Rackham's done us a service.
I'm not sure he'll see it that way.
More sail! We need to budge!
Out on all the sail we have! Brits are onto us! Look there!
Another one down! Fire! Crowd on every inch of sail! Take a shot! Right there, sir! Fire!
More ships coming!
Hey, did you get my comment? What was the comment? Oh, I didn't see that. That's Pirates 4 on Stranger Tides. Really? Found the youth. What was number 5? What happens in that movie? Because I thought that was 5. Let me check my inventory. I thought that was number 5. What happens in the Dead Man Tell No Tales? Shit, it's been so long I don't remember some of the stories. Peter Chamberlain. Well, he's dead now. We got a biography thing of his backstory, I guess. Artifacts. Letter to the Commodore. Alright, let's finish off these ships. I'm just gonna stick with the mortars. The mortars kill them fast. Less of an issue that I gotta worry about. Pirates 5 was Captain Salazar and Jack having to run away from Captain Salazar. It was just running the whole movie? Wait, what? I don't remember that movie at all. What? I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie at some point. I don't remember that movie. That's crazy.
The fire ship's upon him! Send it up! Hold here. Leave the fire ship on their way. Range lads! Kick off now before she blows!
Have to hold fast till it torches the blockade. The fire ship's about to blow. Steer clear, Captain.
Oh, I'm standing clear. I'm getting the hell out of here. That film came out in 2017, and there hasn't been a film since. I guess I just don't remember that movie at all. Because I don't, what you just described to me, I don't remember that. I was so confused. I'm like, wait, what? Are they coming to kill me? No, please! Oh my god, there's so many of them. I come in peace. Not really. Oh, I gotta get out of here. They're gonna kill me. There's so many of them. We're getting the hell out of here, man.
A mighty mess there.
Burn, you bastards! They're burning up your ass, governor!
Prancing about like they took a prize.
We made it. We made it. Wait, what? Alright, that's the end of sequence 7. Once, yeah. So I think we're in a different area now. We're not stuck to Nassau. So yeah, there is a different area. Is that Kid? Who is that? Why is her leg on me?
It was quite a time.
Aye. Pity about Nassau and Blackbeard flying the coop.
Well, we'll see about that.
Blackbeard left? For what?
Vane's off to see him now, and I'm following soon.
This is what's left of your experiment in democracy.
Aye. We do as we please here, and we take our time doing it.
For Christ's sake, Edward. Don't anything but the stink of riches wrinkle your nose.
What's got into you, man?
Reality, mate. Reality. See that you ain't pulled.
I like how it doesn't say James Kidd anymore. It says Mary Reed. But he says James because no one else knows that she's a woman. Which is crazy. He's still playing along. He's like, James. Hello, James. No, it's not James. This is sad, bro.
Damn shame to see the end of Nassau. But I'm glad.
Okay, hold on. Oh, no. We're not done yet. We're still on the fire ship. Are we in a new area, though? Oh, no. No. But we escaped Nassau. I'm so confused. Okay.
Nip at our heels. But the Navy won't find this little hideout.
I don't understand, but okay.
We'll need time.
Yes, Pirates 4 is the one with Blackbeard, Queen Anne's Revenge of the Fountain of Youth. That one's probably my favorite. That one was so freaking good. I thought it was 5, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, that one that you just described, 4, Blackbeard, I love Blackbeard. The Queen Anne's Revenge, I love that. And I love the Fountain of Youth section. That one was my favorite. That one's probably my favorite Pirates at the moment. Damn, I don't remember much about 5. That was probably... Did a lot of people like 5? I ended up seeing it. I just don't remember much about it. So I guess... Did a lot of people like it?
Have you a moment for an old salt? Spare me your jugs, just a wee bit.
I'll admit, when put up against Nassau, this is a sorry sight.
Now all of a sudden it's sad.
Coming here will change things.
We'll be the terror of every captain, merchant or navy.
Try to resurrect Nassau, and you'll lose her all over again. There's not enough of us left.
We know who our enemies are now. Things will be different this time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Is that it? Yeah, okay. Fire ship done. That is sequence 7. Now, sequence 8 starts with Do Not Go Gently, and funny enough, we're actually getting into some really sad missions. So, I'm going to leave it there, and we will pick it up tomorrow. Starting sequence 8, we have, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 sequences left, plus the extra story sequence that they gave with the remake, which is this game. So 13 technically, so I think technically 6 sequences. We're going to see. I don't know if I'll do that immediately. I do want to just finish the base game, which is 12. The post-content afterwards, I don't know if I'll do it. I'm going to do my research on it without spoiling myself and see if it's good. If it's really good, then I might as well just do it. I think it's only like 3 missions long. If not, I'm going to skip it. Pirates 5 was a very mixed movie. It's probably why they haven't done a movie in a while. And you said that was in 2017, right? I'm gonna say my outro, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna try to do some of these missions that I'm gonna do on my own. I'm gonna do all 4 of these. That one, this one, this one. Oh, that's 3. Where's number 4? Oh, there's only 3 of them? 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 of them. Wow, thought there was 4. But yeah, that was 2017. So it's been what, like almost 10 years. We haven't had one since. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did recruit 2 of the officers, Padre and Lucy, on my own yesterday. So Padre helps. If we're too far from a ship and we're getting blasted, he will help us get close with his ability. But it's called Ram Dash. But it also does a lot of damage if we ram an enemy with it. So that's cool. And then Lucy reduces damage that we take from fights. So we'll be taking a lot less damage. And I should have done that a lot sooner if I was taking the forts. But we don't take as much damage as we did before because she's on our ship. So That's cool. The final one, I don't know where we unlock it. I'll be a mod for the channel. If you want. How so? In what way? Because currently I only have one mod, and that's obviously my fiance, but... How... If I mod you, what are you gonna do? Can I just fast travel here so I can get this started? We might just do this real quick to end off. I might just do it for you, and I might do it for God's Not Dead, because you guys are always in here. No matter what. Even if it's just to pop in and say hi. But I just need to know what you guys are going to do if I mod you. Just to support you? Okay, well, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, because I do need more mods, and like I said, I only have one mod at the moment. I'll think about it. I do need more mods. I just haven't really thought about it. For a while. You know, my mind's been all over the place. But I'll let you know. We're gonna be back on this tomorrow, so I'll let you know tomorrow what I think about. I need some time to think about it. But I do need more mods, so I'm highly considering it. So just wait for that. Oh, steal the compound chest. Where is it? Compounds over this gate. My God. Can I not climb up there? What? I hope my voice sounds better tomorrow, too. Right now, I sound terribly sick. And I'm not really sick, but I ended up throwing up this morning. That's probably a little bit of a TMI, but when that happens, I throw up blood because I always end up coughing and choking until I rip my throat, basically, and then, well, my voice starts to sound like this. Before you go, what did you think of Zootopia 2? Did I not mention it before? I love it. I think it's a really good sequel to the first one. And I'm really excited to see what they do with the third movie when it comes out, now that it's going to have birds and stuff. I liked it a lot, and I like how it expanded on Judy and Nick's relationship, and stuff like that. I like that they showed off reptiles a lot. I like that they expanded a lot on the first movie, which that's what they should do when they make a sequel. A lot of sequels do not expand on story. They just continue the same thing, and I'm like, what's the whole point of a sequel? You could have just not done the sequel. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I don't know if I liked it better than the first one. The first one is still just a special movie, but it's still really good, and I do like it. So I think Gary's one of the best new characters. The snake, wasn't he evil? Like, he was acting like he was a good guy, and then he turned evil on us. Or oh no, it wasn't Gary. It was the fox, the son. Yeah, it wasn't Gary. Never mind. I liked the snake. Well, I don't like snakes, but I didn't mind Gary. I thought he was really cool. All the marketing in the trailers and the posters and stuff with him were kind of cool. How the number 2 was basically him curled up into the shape of the 2. Yeah, no, he was a gentle soul in the movie. Yeah, he was. I liked him. He was really cool. How do I get into that compound? Or is it just in this area? Because I don't see a chest, let alone a corrupted chest. Is it this one? This is the only chest, and I've opened up all the viewpoints. It has to be that one. There's a chest right there. I don't think it's those. Let me go to that location. This is probably one of the easier missions to complete, and I'm struggling, so I might have to look it up. Who knows? Nah, there's security guarding these areas. The chest has to be here. Is it corrupted, though? It doesn't look like it's corrupted or glitched. How do I get over there? That way. Okay, that wasn't it. I'm so confused right now. Oh my god, I just figured it out. So the secrets that are chests are what give me a blueprint for our ship upgrades. Oh my god. I was like, dude, what? Cuz I just got one. From that chest, I got a blueprint. No? I swear I did. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna try a couple minutes to see if I can find it. If not, I'm just gonna look it up. I mean, this is like a weekly quest thing, but I want that currency so I can get all those outfits and stuff. Corrupted chest. I mean, they're smart for not putting it on the map. It's literally hidden, so I have to find it. I don't know if my vision can spot it. Might have to go up to a high roof. It's in a building or it's in a roof, for sure. It's one of those. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Easy. Okay. There's only 3 of them. Should I just do it for the stream? Fuck. That one's in the water. What is this? Sink the ship? No, just approach it. What? What is this one? Okay, that one's sinking the ship. This is just approaching it. Okay. Well, yeah, let's just do all 3 of these for a stream. But yeah, I like Gary in that movie. I did like Zootopia 2 a lot. I did go in with my expectations lowered because I had a feeling maybe it wouldn't live up to the first one. Spoiler, it did. I really, really, by the end of it, enjoyed it. So, it did its job. I need to get a drink. My voice is killing me. So I'm into my ship. I'm gonna pause for a second to get a drink. My throat is hurting so bad. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I got a drink and I ended up checking on my cat. She's just been laying down all day, so I was a little worried, but she's okay. Which is good. Is it? No, I gotta turn more. It's behind this island.
Crowd it all!
Oh, I gotta turn more. Bro, they're gonna have like a couple ships guarding them. Because there's a lot of red around these ships. I'm scared, bro. Are we supposed to take it out or just approach it? Because it said approach the ship. Uh-oh, where is it?
Faster now!
Oh, that's the one.
Blew up the foremast mains!
What do we do? Are we supposed to board it?
Ship's moored, Captain!
Well sung, lads. Me thanks.
Captain's got spirit!
Oh yeah, we're gonna loot it. We gotta get all 5 chests before it destroys. Well, you give me like 40 seconds, that's fine. That's easy. I've already gotten 3 of them. Okay, escape it before it explodes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We gotta go.
Up the shrouds, lads. We sail.
Whoa! Barely made that one. Okay. I open up the map. What's going on? Or not. Alright, I think this is the last one. I think that's the last one. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna fast travel. Let's grab this and then we'll say the outro will stop. I need to relax my voice anyways.
Reef them tight! Catch me some wind. Give me every inch of... Give everything she's got. Shanty!
Fortune beckons!
Alright, we're coming up on it.
Trim the yards off the wind! Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Check those royals!
Fire! Trim off! Bring in the stunsails! Unreef the mains! Clew up the mains!
Alright, we did it. That was easy. Alright, we're gonna fast travel close to the main mission area, which is right here. Fast travel here. We'll save here. And we'll be starting sequence 8 tomorrow. Or chapter 8, whichever you want to call it. Alright, let's save. Alright. That is it. Alright. So, let me know what you thought of this. We just did basically story missions today. Specifically, I think like about 10 of them. We did sequence 7, which was 4 missions. I think that was a long one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the long one. So, tomorrow we should definitely finish 8 and 9. Those are 3 missions each. Oh, 8 is 3, 9 is 2. And we might finish 10. 10 is 3 as well. So we'll be left with 2 chapters for Saturday. But yeah, we should finish it. We're doing pretty good. We did 1, 2, 3. I think we did 7 missions today. So it's pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you thought of all this. Let me know how you're liking the story and stuff like that. And yeah, just stay tuned tomorrow. We're gonna keep going with this. We're definitely gonna beat it by the end of the week, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do until Halo comes out. Let me look up real quick when Halo comes out, because we're not gonna really have anything until Halo comes out, so we need to see when that comes out. I got so many games on my wish list that I need to pre-order. Campaign Evolved. I think it's towards the bottom. Right here. The 28th. It comes out the 28th. So, on Tuesday, it's a week away from Tuesday. Tuesday's the 21st. So, if we beat this by, like, for, say, Saturday, we have 9 days before it comes out. So, I've already mentioned what we probably will do is just play random 1 or 2 video off games, just random games, maybe that I wouldn't do a whole series for, but just play a little bit of it on stream just to see what I think about it. The first thing that came to mind was Crash. We did Spyro, and Spyro was very, especially the third game was very difficult. I did want to do Crash for like 1 or 2 videos just to see if I could beat it, or if it's like just see how hard or easy it is. So if it does take, like, if I do 2 videos for it for like 2 days, then that still leaves us with about a week. And a lot of the big games I still have to do, like God of War and stuff, are going to take way longer than a week. So I don't want to start those. I'm curious on when you'll do the Walking Dead Telltale. I was going to do it immediately right after the Batman ones, but games started releasing. They'll probably be in August, if I'm being honest, because August, I'm only picking up 1 game in August, and that's the beginning. And then the rest, it doesn't pick up until September again. So in August, we'll probably do all 4 games, just to knock that series out of the way, because I had the definitive edition. I platinumed all the old games when they came out. I have them all individually, but I picked up the definitive edition that has all the games. And for some reason, the trophy doesn't carry over, so I have to platinum them all again. So I'll probably do them in August, if I'm being honest. We'll start them all from the beginning, and we'll have our choice journey throughout all 4 games. But yeah, August is slow, and I haven't really figured out what we're going to do for August. Let me see. I usually have installed what I'm going to stream for the channel. I still have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I'm waiting on the DLC. So the 2 God of War games, those are long, so we're not going to start those. Kenna, I'm honestly waiting till the second game gets announced with a release date. I'm not going to stream it until then. We're still working on our Yakuza series. It's fine. We'll probably start Yakuza 6 in August as well. Whether we finish it or not, that'll be determined. But my goal is to finish 6 and 7 before the end of the year, though. And considering November only has GTA and December really only has Attack on Titan 3 and Wolf Among Us Remastered, I have those 2 months to finish the 6th and 7th game, so I'm not really worried on those. What else? All right. We got to finish Reload. So we'll probably finish Reload in August as well. But Reload, or we could just finish Reload. I really do think we need like 1 very long, like 3-hour video, and we're done with Reload. So we might finish Reload after we're done with Assassin's Creed, and then we'll hop in to like Crash and stuff, because I want to knock it out of the way before I forget about it. And then Royal and Strikers can wait until 4 comes out, or we could do it later. And then I haven't played Tactica. I might as well do Tactica for the stream, because I've never played it. I picked it up, but I never played it. And I heard it's a bit different from the other games. So it'll be like a full kind of new experience, because I've never played it. So you'll see like my genuine reactions. Stellar Blade, I'm kind of waiting until the sequel gets a release date. So we're not going to do that one yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it for what I have planned. Honestly, there is another game. I don't know if you guys would want to see it. This is probably a different game that I've never done these games for the channel, but I've already mentioned I love the Division 1 and 2. The Division 2 has been going on for a while, and a lot of people still play it. I still play it here and there, and it still holds up. The Division 2 is supposed to get a DLC this year for, year 7 or whatever. and it's supposed to revamp the game a lot. I kind of wanted to do that for the channel. I haven't done the base game. I'm not starting a new file. Those games are long as hell. But I was like, oh, let's just hop into the Division and just do it for the channel with the new DLC. Why the hell not? Because I don't even have, what is it, the Battle for Brooklyn DLC? So I was thinking of picking up that DLC. Funny enough, it's on sale till July 29th, so I might pick it up. It's $12. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick it up. It's the bundle with the Warlords of New York, which I've already played. But I don't have the Battle for Brooklyn. And that one I think is like $30. Let me see. I think Battle for Brooklyn is $30. Oh, it's $25. Yeah, and I refuse to buy that separately. So I might just get the bundle. It's $11, but I already own the Warlords of New York expansion, so yeah, I might as well just do that. And then I've never played the Battle for Brooklyn. I was waiting for it to go on sale, and I guess new stuff came out and I forgot about it. So we might do Battle for Brooklyn and whatever the new expansion is back to back. But that's I'm still waiting for a release date on the new DLC for that as well. And I do want to do Sparking Zero for the channel. I'm pretty sure we did Sparking Zero for the channel. I'm waiting for the DLC to get announced so we could do like at least a couple videos of the DLC for the channel, whether it's like the new story content, the new characters, some online battles, whatever it is. I've been wanting to do it. I don't know where the hell that DLC is though. We got some updates on the RE9 DLC apparently this morning. Some inside leakers are saying it's not going to come out until Code Veronica does, which is interesting. I hope not, because that's not till early next year, which is bullshit. I don't want to wait that long. However, I mean, I think if it comes out after Code Veronica, we might see Claire in the DLC. So that might be cool. When do you think The Last of Us Part 3 will release? Well, they're still working on the Intergalactic game, which I think is going to be next year. Next year is 2027. I think if we get... Well, first I'm going to start with news. When can we start hearing about Last of Us 3? And then when it will officially release. Because if they start releasing trailers next year, that doesn't mean it's coming out next year. So, I think we could start getting information like trailers, posters, stuff like that about Last of Us 3 in 2028. Because Intergalactic is not coming out this year. I think it's going to come out next year at the end of the year. So, until that is done, they're not going to talk about really anything else. Unfortunately, because I would love an Uncharted 5. And I honestly do believe we're going to get an Uncharted 5 before we get Last of Us 3. Because I heard they're working on both, and one of them is almost done. I don't know which one, but Uncharted hasn't had a game since, what, 2015, 2016? I feel like that's due for a game more than Last of Us 3. So, we can start hearing news next year. They might surprise us with Uncharted 5 next year and maybe push Intergalactic or something. Or bring them both out around the same time. But I think for Last of Us 3, we can see like posters and maybe a teaser or a trailer by next year. With a release date planned for 2029. But unfortunately, I don't think they'll make that, and it'll probably be like a 2030 game. It's unfortunate, but they do need a big game to market the PS6. And I think the PS6, like the big games, will be the God of War trilogy. From the original God of War 1, 2, and 3, they're remaking them. So I think that will be a launch title for the PS6. It will be on the PS5 as well, but I do think it'll be a PS6 launch title. So the God of War trilogy, remakes, either an Uncharted 5 or a Last of Us 3, but it's gonna be one of them. Even if the previous one comes out before, that will be a launch title, and possibly like I'm trying to think, like a big horror game. I mean, Until Dawn 2 is next year, so it might be like Until Dawn 3 or whatever. PS6, the all-digital console, yeah, for real. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I do have all the Uncharted games physically, so, including Lost Legacy, so it's unfortunate, but I mean, I hope they backtrack. They haven't said shit since everything happened. They haven't posted nothing regarding that. It's so bad that the developers are getting mad at them. Because the developers are paying for promo for their games, like Wolverine and stuff. And people are going over to those because they're part of Sony, and they're giving hate. So the developers are getting hate on their game because Sony did what they did for the all-digital games. And even though it's insane, all the backlash. Yes, it is, but I think it's completely necessary. They are the first companies to go all digital, if they continue to go through with it. And I remember hearing something a couple weeks ago that made me even more angry. I don't know how old some of you guys are. I'm not this old, but I know about these. So, the vinyls. Anyone ever seen a record player before a CD player, before digital music, before any of that, iPods? It was a vinyl player. They still sell those. And so many companies and artists, current artists that make a lot of great music, they still make physical vinyls for people to go out and buy and use in their vinyl players. If they are still able to make vinyls, which, I mean, let's be honest, I don't think a lot of people actually have a vinyl or use it. If they're still able to make vinyls, which I think are so like early 2000s, I think they became unpopular around that, and that was probably the last time that it was actually good to use a vinyl and listen on a vinyl player. Early 2000s, like 2005 at the latest. Ever since 2005, I don't think anyone cares anymore. But there are people that still own vinyls out there. I have a friend, and he likes it, and I'm like, and he's kind of around my age. He's pretty young, and I'm like, dude, that is so old, bro. Get like a CD. And he's like, oh, I have that too, but I like my vinyl. I'm like, no. But you know, I don't understand it. But they're still making physical vinyls, physical books, even though they have digital and audiobooks, physical movies and TV shows, even though they got digital ones. They're still making them physical, so they can still keep making physical games. They're just choosing not to. It's anti-consumerism at the worst. And you know, they said we're gonna still keep making production for the older games. So if we can still keep making production for the older games, do it for the newer ones too. Like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, it's bullshit. I'm not trying to strain my voice. It's already strained enough, but nah, it's complete bullshit, the shit they're saying, and the reason they're saying it. Because if it was true the way they say it, they wouldn't be able to do it for older games either. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And they're the first ones to hit the nail in, and that's why people are pissed. And I hope all this backlash, because it's not just from people who play on PlayStation. It's from other companies like Domino's, G Fuel, and stuff like that. And now it's developers. It's not just about gaming anymore. Every company, every corporate company and stuff like that is making fun of them. And I hope they backtrack. Now, I know if they backtrack, they might be like, yeah, we're still doing this for PS6. But PlayStation 7 or whatever they end up calling it, I know they will officially stop it by then. Well, that's fine. Give me at least 7 more years of discs before you cancel it. Now is not the time. No one is going all digital yet. It's not needed. It's insane. All right, give me 1 second. But yeah, I had a text. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, like, they're the first ones to say fuck you to everybody who supports them. And everyone is like, oh yeah? Okay. Let's see about that. No one's happy about it. And they shouldn't be. Because there are some people being like, oh, who cares? I haven't bought a physical game in like 7 years. That's nice to you. That's cool. A lot of people still buy them physically. I'm one of them. I do digital too, but I still buy physical games. I don't want them to stop making them physically. So That's nice that you only buy all digital, but you're not everybody, okay? And people are saying like, "Oh, it's about time." I'm like, dude, you're happy about this? Why are you happy? Because they're limiting choice. Because let's say you're not a physical gamer, but you're like, "Oh, one game comes out you're excited for, and it's a really cool physical, and you want to get the physical, you're not going to be able to." So they're limiting your choice. They're forcing you to go all digital because they're not making any more discs. Whereas before, it's like, if you want to buy digital, you can buy digital. If you want to buy physical, you can buy physical. It was a choice. Now it doesn't feel like we have a choice. It actually feels forced. And you know what's crazy about that? In the last 3 weeks since they announced this, I have been buying more physical games of older games that I own only digital that I want to have physically in my hand. Because I will be damned if, like, my favorite games that I own only digitally, I'm never able to play again because I don't have a physical copy. I will be damned. So I have went out, and speaking of which, there's one next month I'm going to pick up. It's the only one I'm missing physically for my Yakuza collection, and it's The Man Who Erased His Name. And that's because the PS5 version of that game was only released in Japan. And they do have an English version, but it was only in Japan. So I have to pay a lot of money just to get it physically in English. And it's fine. It's fine. But that will complete my Yakuza collection. I'll have every Yakuza game physically. That's the only one I'm missing. And, you know, I'm sad. I really hope they backtrack and they change their mind. Even if it's just for the PS6 and the PS7 in like 10 years has only digital, that's fine. That's a decade away. By then, I think a lot more companies will be only digital, so I'm fine with that. But don't do it now. It's too soon. I'm honestly getting sick and tired of greedy humans always ruining everything for everyone else. Is that what you mean? Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to change it. We're not in those higher powers, but yeah, I agree. I am too. I hope someone one day does something about it. But yeah, that's what I got to say. Hopefully they learn the lesson. Hopefully they backtrack. Only time will tell. Like I said, since the announcement, they haven't really done anything. But their publishers are mad, and the Dutch are suing them, and other countries are suing them because there are certain countries out there that don't have internet. So what, are they just never able to play any games? You can't buy games anymore because they don't have internet. There are certain third world countries that cannot buy internet. And there are other countries out there that have bad internet. So that's why people go out and buy physical games. So what, are they just not going to be able to play games anymore? So they are suing Sony because they're like, you're taking away player choice, which is true. So hopefully in the next month or two, we can hear some new updates, and hopefully we hear good news of them backtracking, or before the end of the year. So we'll see. If not, I mean, all we can do is pray. But let me know what you thought of all this. Let me know what you're thinking of the story and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And, yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, don't understand why so many humans are so fucking greedy. Because it's in our nature, unfortunately. There are a lot of... It's in our blood that enough is never enough. And when we have that unlimited amount of power, freedom, money, or like riches or whatever, then that's when we truly see how little it matters. There's a reason why so many celebrities, including, you know, famous musicians, actors, and stuff like that, there's a reason why eventually they end themselves. Because money isn't everything. Fame isn't everything. Like, yeah, I think everyone wants it, but once you have it, you're on top of the world, you realize just how little it is. Instead, you're like, I want a family. I want privacy and freedom, but the people are always in my face. I'm spotted in the streets. I don't have that freedom. Like, that's when people start to realize how little that matters. And unfortunately, it's too late by then. But I'm confident that certain things will go as planned. It'll be as it should, and hopefully we get our physical games back. But with that, we won't know. We gotta wait and see. But yeah, Let me know what you think of all this. Keep that hype going for everything, including Spider-Man towards the end of the month. And, yeah, stay tuned tomorrow for some more Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Resynced. Like I said on the mob thing, I'm going to think about it. I'll let you know tomorrow or the day after. I need some time to think about it. But, yeah, stay tuned. And see you tomorrow. Peace.